Can I have a motion to approve the minutes? Kathy? Joe? Kathy, Joe. All in favor? Thank you. Nathan is, Doug just got back from the trip and gave him the night off. And Nathan's on a family vacation. So WSIR driveway gate, amended site plan.
We're asking for a driveway gate. Our driveway is about 320 feet long off the marginal road there. So the gate would be about 315 feet from that marginal road area. We're asking for the gate just for security reasons. As a 24/7 high profile business, we get all kinds of visitors, wanted and unwanted, and enough unwanted.
That's to keep them out.
Well, it'll keep people from driving in it. Start with that and see where that goes, but we hope this will be enough of a deterrent from things that we've had going. We've had people get lost in there too with their GPSs looking for things. They end up down our driveway, they drive across into the United Radio into Keller Williams sometimes, or they come the other way.
Have you put that up or have we all looked at that?
I see.
Okay. Did you have something we could look at the gate you're proposing?
I don't have anything for the screening. There were drawings of the gate in the packet. Should have been.
Kind of go electronically. Thank you. This is a concept. We generally don't approve on a concept, but so if anybody has any reservations, we'll hold off and see it. I had trouble finding the road, to say that.
Give me, your name again.
Craig Riker. R-I-K-E.
Craig,
Craig with a C.
and the last name is,
Riker, R-I-K-E-R.
thank you.
All right, so that's our survey. Marginal roads down here. Here's where the gate would go. That gets us into parking lot that leads through the main entrance, employees parking, the rear parking lot. So we're putting it right along with the drainage ditch here so that no one can drive around it there. So between the cattails that grow up out of that stuff and this gate, we're kind of hoping that's going to be a deterrent here. Well, so, and it'll, stand, there'll be a little island gooseneck thing with a video, and all that. Employees can just swipe their badge, get in and out. And 2 sliding gates, we each slide to the middle.
Yeah, those, I saw them, cut sheets.
Yeah, there was,
Not the cut sheet with just one panel.
there's 2 15-foot.
Yeah, I saw it.
They're identical.
Okay.
Just one side, one side slides right.
Show got it.
They're Ameristar, they're black. Goes to the smash point. We'll have a motor on each side of the drive.
No, your thoughts? No, not visible from the road.
315 feet off of marginal road, I mean, bridges. Part of it. It's not-
No chain link behind it, right? These are just bars, slats.
Yeah, they're just bars.
Now, somebody does join, are they gonna Get back out all the way.
And like, the exit side has a loop on it, so when you pull your car up to it, it opens automatically. Yeah. No one needs to swipe anything to leave it.
No, I-
If someone's coming down there, the gate's closed.
Right, they're just
How are
gonna,
they gonna exit?
they're gonna just turn around on our driveway. Yeah, that's our,
How wide is the driveway?
the driveway is 32 feet wide.
Kevin, your thoughts?
That seems fine. It's 4 foot high, it looks like.
It's gonna be 8.
Good color.
Black.
I'm comfortable with it. I don't see any sense of postponing this. Motion to approve.
Usual condition.
Okay, Leif and then Kathy, all in favor? See you. Doug, the full permit review.
Maybe one thing, maybe condition.
Yeah.
Such way, coordinate with the fire department, make sure that.
Yeah, I meant to say that they'd already, had already worked with the fire department, but I just,
Work with the fire department for what?
well,
Tax box. Tax box. Fire department.
NOXPO.
Okay.
So do we?
Not
Is there gonna be bollards on the end of this to protect any of it, or is there steel bollards?
End of the fence,
Yeah,
well, the gates will just slide off the
Right.
side, then there's the car, yeah, there's the protected cushioning that goes on, so if it hits a car or something. But then with the gates that comes at the middle, we'll have nothing. There'll be bollards in the middle to protect the gooseneck that comes up for people access.
Can you?
yeah, I got right here.
1523.
It took a long time.
But do we talked to, we're actually in Syracuse. Right, that's, we're their fire district, did we talk to DeWitt about it, or we talked to them?
I think you don't have to look at them.
I think it depends on how many call, but
Yeah, I mean, East Syracuse usually responds.
yeah, but sometimes it could be more.
That's fine.
Okay. All set, we're good.
Okay, thank you
All
very
set,
much.
thank you. Dr. Country Club?
The HDMI TV.
Yeah.
Right up there.
It's, see it.
Any input on TV or? Yeah, HDMI 3. Yeah. Right, HDMI 2. 1.
You have a thumb drive.
Brought in the thumb drive with files and left it with the planning and zoning office last week. Do you know where that is?
I could grab it.
It's the same file that I have on here.
It's just slow.
Maybe some kind of state name.
Sure, James Burt, BRT.
Is it coming up at all?
I mean, nothing's coming up on here.
Thank you. Try that. Try that.
Does this go directly into here or?
Very specific.
That's the C drive, so go,
Is this your laptop screen connected to? Aaron?
it's right there, you guys go down. I think you're in production. iCloud drive? Let's see, yeah, let's see. Yeah, see right on that data. Look at this.
Whose laptop is running?
Somebody's laptop.
Back there. Not mine.
Oh, that's right. It's not yours, it's just-
Well, you're gonna have to talk us through this,
Okay, I brought in printed copies as well. Did those make their way around to the planning board?
how you deal with electronic.
Oh,
There we go. So this one compressed.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Oh,
Thanks, bud.
so we're proposing a patio extension from the existing patio at Onondaga Country Club. This is an orientation of the property. Route 5 at the bottom end of this drawing, the area in yellow, or the proposed amended This is a proposed site plan. The extent of the existing footprint of the patio ends here. And the proposed extension goes to here with a walkway down to existing cart path. Everything outside of these dimensioned areas are existing conditions. The current patio is at one level. There is a slope from here down to the existing cart path. We're proposing 2 levels with 5 steps down on either side here. In addition, we are proposing 2 natural gas fire pits, one here and one here, as well as an overhead pergola structure here, which I'll show renderings of everything in a minute. And like I said, 2 sets of steps and a ramp here going all the way down to the existing car path for accessibility into the building.
It's a brand time of the word. Here, so. Just, you know,
So the ramp extends here, the time to finish elevation of the building here goes down, and then this is flat. This will be steeper than is desired for an ADA requirement, but this pitch meets that requirement.
Is it code, so you're saying that the outside is not code?
natural grade.
This
So-
natural grade is not code,
and
no,
the Structural stuff is coded.
yes, yeah.
ADA go down and then over to the,
Yes, down and over, this right here is 0 grade, it's flat, so that would be the access for, you know, what we're changing on the relay.
It's not required to be size it the other side.
Right. More details, cut sheets are on the flash drive that I provided for lighting fixtures. We have 2 styles of lighting fixtures. One is a pillar light, about that tall on top of each pillar. Again, you'll see in the rendering, and the other is under step light to illuminate the new proposed steps. Some small landscaping around the outside, very simple, consistent with the character of what's there now, and tying back in to existing grade on all sides. This is a lighting plan, which shows the proposed location of all those fixtures.
Yeah, the renderings that you saw,
I do, yep, they're at the end of this. So existing patio ends here, and the natural grade provides an opportunity to make 2 patios, both of them flat. With a set of steps connecting there. And here are the light fixtures. And again, this is a pergola structure, which will have a retractable umbrella on top for sun and light rain. That
to the sun and light rain.
light rain, yeah. This rendering best shows the elevation change. The existing grade does follow this, but it's more of a gradual asphalt cart path than it is paver. These pavers will be vehicle rated for consistent use with what's there now. Everything on the inside of that is just pedestrian rated standard, essentially residential patio pavers.
Very nice.
Thank you. A little nervous this wouldn't work.
Okay.
And there's another path we were concerned about, the wait staff servicing the lower patio that burns. Is that a door that we see in the corner of the, right there? You go.
This is the door to the existing bar. The idea is that the wait staff will be able to use this ramp and serve the lower area, as well as use the other door on the south side to serve the upper part of the area.
Any questions? Kevin, or, yeah, are you good with this? Doug, you said, Terry, you had no. And I talked to Mark, he had no.
Jamie, one thing that we had notified on the, your separate.
It is not required, it's not required to be notified, not a public hearing. That's the only time that notice is actually required, although we do it anyway from time to time. Also, it's not jurisdictional, like notice to the county, would be, you can't act. It's just sort of like, it's okay.
So we don't have to do it.
Okay.
So I'll make a motion to approve the plan submitted.
One second.
Second, all in favor?
Do you want to read the resolution?
Oh, here's the resolution, I got the resolution.
We're gonna get all excited.
Okay, go ahead. This is a motion to approve the site plan dated 6/5. I didn't do this.
Yeah.
The following find is a minor renovation in the existing site plan, a large and long-standing existing golf course, and country club use. The plan is well presented, beginning outside of public view, and consists of a pergola over existing patio and other outdoor landscaping amenities to serve the outdoor uses of the country club use. County Planning Board referral of July 19, 2023 found no significant adverse inter-community or county-wide implications. This approval was made with the condition that approvals for plans and other submitted documents, site plan documents to be signed by the planning board chairperson. And the applicant requires that all the work shall be completed by the applicant in order for a certificate of occupancy or compliance to be issued. Any proposed changes, additions, or reductions. The scope of the work or materials from site plan documents are not approved are subject to further site plan review pursuant to the Conduit Code section 192-1.
That was
That was like, oh,
You
no, me and,
proposed it in a second.
yeah, and then everybody was unanimous. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Is everybody okay if we just go out of order, the we're gonna have a little more discussion on the cooling tower and the crossbow. Okay. Who's here representing project? Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, we got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks to the board for seeing us right after the ZBA. Appreciate that.
You want to summarize what the changes were from this amended site plan?
Sure, yeah, just zoom it in real quick so that we can get into the nuts and bolts. All right, so just to summarize process wise, as you well know, we submitted for site plan modification at the same time. We were referred to the ZBA for 2 variances. The first being the use as a commercial garage because it's unique sort of program. And then the second being a variance of 17 spaces. Both of those variances were granted for the ZBA. They wished us on our way, and so we're back here. Prior to that, the comment was made that you couldn't review site plan modifications, or you were going to withhold review and comment on site plan modifications until our next appearance, which is this one. Just to kind of clarify what those were, we made a few minor grading adjustments and we reoriented parking We did not change the number of spaces. We just try to make the circulation work a little different. So you have a couple handicap spaces moving and the curves being varied a little bit here and there, but absolutely no changes to the overall circulation of the site, no changes to the number of spaces. And it was brought up at that meeting that perhaps we should think about EV chargers as the program of our building B, so nicely intertwines with. And we talked with our client in our design group, and we sort of were grappling with maybe doing them on this side of the building. Ultimately, we decided to clean up the face of our building, and we decided to, our client really wanted to make sure that there was an EV charging space that was also accessible. So we regraded and revised our plans so that we have 10 proposed EV charging spaces. They're single mounted posts, so one post services one vehicle. They're all affixed at the corner of the parking space of the driver's side door. And as I said before, one of them will be handicap accessible. And the path of travel from the handicap accessible electric vehicle charging station to the door is accessible as well. And we graded that out. So those are these dots up here. They're 2 feet off the pavement and there's a curb to protect them. Just see what I mean.
How tall are they?
They're gonna be around 3.5 feet tall. I have pictures that actually.
Yeah, can we see those? And then you also,
Transformers are internal interior. So
They're exterior and we located those two right here. So they're really out of the way. And I stuck a couple plants in front as well. So there'll be 2 shrubs in the way there. It's in the back side of the building. The only way you can see is if you're at the station. And here are, just kind of walk these around.
we have some code guidelines, Terry and Doug, that provide you in terms of what we require relative to the charging station.
Okay.
And what we won't allow.
Okay.
So if you could provide those, Terry. That would be helpful, just.
Yeah, we have a detail from the client, but we can amend it. Look through that.
But that had a return. Guidelines. Is there anything else?
That's all I have.
All right, I would like conservative right. Did you have any other?
No.
Yeah. Kevin? Okay, I have a motion. Congratulations. By the way.
Thank you.
The board, this board granted subdivision site plan approval to the project at 6845 Kinney Street, 323-2023. This board recommended that the zoning board of appeals that a variance be granted for the parking spaces on the site, and that a specific use permit granted to allow a commercial garage on the site. Both variance and specific permit were granted by the CPA. This revised site plan from the plan of March 23rd, 2023. New plan being dated April 18th, 2023. Last revised July 20th, 2023, which shows one relocation of parking. The main change to the site layout being reconfiguration of parking lots for the building. 10 EV charging stations are proposed and are located along the north side of the building. A timber guide rail has been added along the east side of the parking for the parking. I think the one thing I would add is that there were no, the numbers of parking have not changed.
Correct.
The location, but the numbers were the same as the previous plan. A timber guardrail has been added along the east side of the parking lot for both A. Planning board engineer, town engineer reviewed the plans and does not have further comments regarding engineering concerns relative to the modifying plans. That's accurate, Doug? Accordingly, this board approves the plans presented with the condition that this modification to the site plan of March 23 and accept as otherwise specified, modified herein, all findings, conditions therein are in full force and effect and incorporated by reference in this approval.
And further, addition of the design standards for EV charging stations in the town should be provided to the applicant and be followed.
Perfect. All in favor? And Joe So, Joe's.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
That's the last. See you.
Let's see if we're on.
Thank God, Sarah, you
Yeah,
guys,
thanks.
a lot of work
Appreciate it.
went through, Doug, and Josh worked with the town with everything that we had, so thank you for it.
Thank you.
Peter? You read it. Did you get a second?
Oh, all right. Yeah, a second.
I'll second.
Or Kevin, we'll get Kevin. After the fact, all right. Whitewater Schooling Station,
Yes.
cooling tower. I guess, I'm gonna summarize, this, I'll say your name.
Jeff Foster.
Okay, Jeff, you're with,
I'm with Grand Real Estate.
we're just wondering why this doesn't show with the cooling towers, and why is this so prominent versus the other ones?
Well, I mean, we had our engineer design it. We didn't get many guidelines from the town. We'd asked for some feedback. We really didn't get any. I had submitted documents, drawings, engineer drawings, et cetera, to the town. And then when I asked for feedback, what I got back was an example of what kind of screening that we should use. So I had my architect draw up screening based on the photograph, the rendering that we got, which was very similar. So that's what he did, and that's what we submitted. But as far as specific directions on exactly what you guys wanted, we didn't have a lot of direction.
Yeah, well,
So we asked the applicant several times to come in. Many times he was MIA, he never even showed up. If you recall, what we had him on
I'm
the
a
agenda.
single father with 3 children. I can't just, I was getting notifications a day or two before the planning board. I just can't.
No, you weren't.
well,
We gave you prompt
well,
response.
I first of all, you'll get, let's move it forward. You will receive, feedback.
Okay.
Today, and it'll be very, specific. And we have some links to the architectural, and what Nathan has said. So let's, go through with the drawings. You have drawings?
I submitted everything as well as a USB to the town. I was asked to come here and answer a few questions. That's what my understanding was.
Okay, we got Terry, you're getting your steps in, Terry. Basically what we're looking for is something similar to what it exists, with it being placed underground. So that it is practically the same height as the other ones, screened appropriately, which generally we know you need some access. Landscape.
Yeah.
And so that it can't really be seen from the road. The view that we looked at came from the parking lot. When we looked at it from a sort of 3D perspective, you could see it from the road, and it's it looks like it was put in after the fact, and it was very tall. What's the height?
I think it's 13 feet.
And it shows over the screening by how many feet?
I couldn't say.
Oh, it was very visible.
The original drawing that somebody came in was just a flat concrete slab with a cooling tower sitting there.
Yeah, that was the original. And then when Terry gave me some feedback saying they're looking for some screening, I had my architect do it after the fact.
Well, if he just goes in that whole office complex, I have them on my phone, they're all submersed in the ground. And
I wasn't aware of that. I only own one building.
that's
I'm
kind
pretty
of
sure
what
Terry,
we-
but he's not here, but was expressed some of the thoughts that we needed.
Well, we
to-
talked about it a couple of days ago. We've met on site and
Okay.
talked about it.
Well, that's what we're looking for, to be properly screened, no taller than what's already exists in the other properties, which is basically the same. What kind of screening are you using, just to refresh my
I
memory?
think it was textured block, if I remember correctly.
And that, as long as it's, you need access to it, so, but from what we looked at before on Tuesday, it looked as if you could see it from the road, and we're what we wanted as.
You don't want to see it.
We certainly don't want to see that level. You're done,
You're approved.
you're approved, you could just go home, seriously,
Yeah, you're also.
We're all
yeah.
set.
Yeah, seriously, getting played with here or?
No,
We're all
We
done.
were last on the agenda.
no, we-
Yeah.
We knew this would take.
All right, I got a few tours anyhow, so.
Congratulations, Jack. We did thank your team and certainly the board and Doug and Terry for all of their work in progress on this.
Oh, there's a lot by a lot of us, and I think that triangle will dog me for the rest of my life, but the triangle's done.
You put it like a monument or a paper or something.
The triangle and the T.
Yeah, we look back in 9 months and everyone's proud of it, so thank you again for
Well,
all
thank
the
you. We
support.
wish you the best.
See you guys. Oh, hey, Terrence, how you doing? Hey. I guess we're good.
That's what we have for a second. Doesn't show the location.
How are they doing their heat exchange now and their?
So there's a cooling tower now, but it's inside the building. We wanted to place it inside the building, but the engineer, structural engineer said it's gonna be virtually impossible to modify this to get you what you want. So this cooling tower is much larger. They just don't make them the same way they used to. There's so many conduits and sprinkler pipes and I mean, Whitewater's when they designed these, I don't think ever intended to. And I think that's why you see a lot of them outside now, is it's so difficult, so costly to take them out of the building, you have to cut the roof, you have to add additional structural steel, it's just, that's what we wanted to do, but Vicky said, don't bother. There's a bunch of them outside already, so that they'll approve it, you just have to, submit the plans, they'll tell you what they want, and then that's the best way to do it, the most cost effective.
So I guess my question, where is it inside the building in relation to where you want?
It's like right in the center of the building.
Oh,
Probably the worst spot you could.
And, to a layperson, I said, well, what's the big deal? When you see the spider web of utilities that cross and they just said, you're better off putting it inside.
Okay, so that being said, I'm sure Terry, I guess you can provide some guidance in terms of what we're looking
Well, we met last week, right?
Yeah, earlier this week.
at. Okay, so
I think I understand what you're.
it's not that complicated. And you can freely share with Doug and Terry and they'll forward to us what you have, your plans that we can comment on. And make sure that it show what it looks like from renderings from the road, from all sides of the road. Parking lot, making sure, we know that there are gonna be issues in having it accessible.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to do that, but with the proper landscaping.
Do we have any idea what the elevation is on the other towers in the park?
Well, that's not my job, it's your job. I'm sorry, but
Well,
I'm not gonna design it for you.
Simple answer is no, I don't. So that's fine.
well, no, there's design guidelines that are in the thing here. We're not trying to be adversarial or argumentative. This is something that. Okay.
sure, if you show that to your architect, you can probably figure it out.
Yeah. You see what you're looking at?
There's about 5 feet or so submerged in the pond. And the brick matches the building.
There's 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's where they all.
So we would expect the same.
Right across the street.
Okay,
All right.
all right.
You know, you got, but don't wait, you don't have to wait like, okay, this, you get the Doug and Terry.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to my guys tomorrow and get moving on this.
That's 30 feet.
Okay.
Thank you. Yep.
Are you here for any, can we help you?
Who's Jason?
Oh.
I was just here.
Okay, I thought you were taking a class. Although I tell you how old I'm getting is that. Well, one of them, well, no, I had it twice today. I had a young lady who was one of our 35 coaches and I asked her what school she's in and she looked at me and she said, I'm 36, I have a daughter, 9 years old. But thank you very much for the compliment. I told Daria, I said that, and she was just. Can we have a motion to adjourn? Kevin?
Let's see, Jason.
Kathy, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I got two things that I have, I know Gary wants to talk, but I wanna.
Carry on.
Okay, let me get this off. Yeah.
This one.